Hey guys, welcome to Wild and Wonderful Homestead and Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
We hope you all had a happy and safe Christmas and holiday season and start to 2021. Now, 2020 has definitely had
It's ups and downs.
Yes, putting it mildly. Let's just say it's had its disappointments and heartaches and craziness.
Yeah.
But we like to look at and focus on the positive things and the good things that come out of difficult situations. We've had our fair share, and
Well, if you only ever look at the bad, you're always going to be miserable.
yeah. And I know things can get pretty rough at times, but you just do what you can do, really. So we just want to try and encourage you guys to stay positive and, like us, count our blessings. We do that a lot. So for 2020, we've been trying to look back on our achievements and how the little things can actually mean the world. They can really mean a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them too, I'll admit. I think for a long time, a lot of us have been taking the little things for granted, and 2020 has taught us to appreciate things a bit more. Even the small things like family time. The amount of people I've spoke to that have said, yeah, all these restrictions and lockdowns and things, yes, they're difficult.
It seems to be a pretty, common thing now. Everybody you speak to that isn't used to, this lifestyle, the whole lockdown situation, because us, it hasn't changed us. I'm more comfortable now.
Well, it kind of leads into the simple things, the simplicity and the slower paced life. Even us with living and working around our little farm, we could get wrapped up in all the busyness of life and things that needed doing. And 2020 has just kind of made you take a step back and make that time that we probably wouldn't have before. And a lot of people we've spoke to have said the same, like, wow, we actually get to sit down and eat a meal as a family instead of one kid going to practice and one kid going to a friend.
I have to say, that's been nice.
It's been really nice.
I really like cancellations. You mean we don't have to go somewhere?
No.
Shoot, I'm alright with that.
We get to stay. He's a hermit though.
Yeah,
And I'll admit, I think he's turning me into one too.
I hope. Man, make life so much easier on me. He ain't gonna talk you out of it. You don't want to do that.
Now, another thing that, again, a lot of us have always had this and we've continued to have it through 2020, but again, we take it for granted, and that is we've never gone without shelter or food.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, there's been times where things can get a little tight and,
It's been a big year for people coming into homesteading and more self-sufficient.
well,
because
even
of it. I mean,
not the grand scale of homesteading, but just something as simple as in a little window box growing a bit of lettuce and green onion.
what we do,
That's something
though,
you don't have to find.
I've never really thought of it as homesteading. It's just living. Just, I don't know. That's the way everybody used to live.
And now, for me, who moved from England, and of course I'm away
This
from,
is insane for y'all.
well, me being away from my family in England, I have got to say, we have always made time to stay in touch through phone calls and video
YouTube.
chats and YouTube. And again, I think 2020 has made a lot of people, again, that we've spoke to, you'd probably go a few weeks, a couple of months, again, getting caught up in your own life, the busyness, which happens, it happens to all of us, but when you know you can't just pop over and have a cup of tea with your friend or nip in to check on a friend or a neighbour because of the restrictions, it makes you put more effort into staying in touch with them, actually more through phone calls and video chats, and even like a little letter in your mailbox through your letterbox. And so, and you got to think as well, that kind of technology wasn't around years ago, so
when we were
it's really
kids,
been a blessing.
I mean,
Shush that, we're not old.
I mean, especially her.
Oh, shush you.
You've almost got half a decade on me.
I am not, guys. It's all lies. It's all lies.
Let's just not do it by looks, because I look a lot older.
But another small... what am I going to do with you? But another small blessing that, again, has been easily taken for granted is appreciating, this follows on from staying in touch, but appreciating our family and our friends and our church family, and especially all you essential workers out there. You know, you guys have been doing this work before a pandemic, and yes, it's unfortunate that it took this for people to like really appreciate you, but again, I think it's slow people down to show, look, you all work flipping hard. And if it wasn't for you essential workers, none of these countries anywhere would have been able to stay on its feet. And sometimes this goes on to people as well, where it's encouraged people to help other people.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, the
People
amount
helping others that you just normally you wouldn't
it
see
wouldn't happen. I mean, teachers going out their way to help their students even though they can't see them in person, and even the amount of people that have said, oh, I didn't even know my neighbour that lived down the road from me like for 10 years and now I'm checking in on them regularly just to make sure they're okay and need any groceries picking up or anything like that. So I think at the end of the day, it's all to do with perspective.
And I mean, I know that there's I know a lot of people that, you know, they've gotten this crap and, you know, it has hurt them, and I know there's a lot of people that's died from it and all. And
that is the heartbreaking side of all this craziness. But if
there's been a lot of good come from it too.
Well, this is it. If you take what positivity you can, that is also going to help your state of mind and help you to move forward and push forward. And like I say, we've dealt with a lot of not very nice things and tragedies and difficult times in our marriage.
Not with each other.
Not with each other. I like him just a bit,
sound,
so I decided I'll keep him. But again, we've kept God first. He's been our rock. He's encouraged us to be each other's rock, and we try our best to take the positive things, because life is so much more pleasant if you appreciate it and you're grateful for every single day.
There's a lot of things to be positive about.
There is.
I mean, especially if you start adding them up.
I remember my grandma telling me one time, if you go to bed naming every single blessing in your life, you'll fall asleep before you even get to the end, even get to the middle of your list. And it's true. Because again, we take a lot of little things for granted, and sometimes it can take something like this for you to see those that they are the little things, but they add up and become big things.
How far have we made it on that list?
Hold that. I got to turn my page.
Oh, okay. Well, we're doing pretty good there.
I need to learn to write on 2 pages.
Because I can't understand any of your writing. Because, I mean, as
That's
far as I know,
fine,
we
right?
could have been right at the top of the list.
Now, guys, I have to.
6-hour video.
I tell you this, I have to write a list just of the things I want to talk about.
She's going to 1 video a year. Get her watch hours in that way.
Shush you. But no, I have to write a list when I actually get quiet time, because
we don't get that.
That's when my brain works best. And those of you that are parents, especially mums, know that mum brain is very real. And if I didn't write it down, I'd probably just sit in here just saying, hey.
I'm that way all the
Hi.
time. Regardless.
Right. Let me flip my page.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. We got it. We got it.
Intermission's over.
Quick tea and coffee break. Oh, potty break.
Potty
There
break.
you go. Don't forget your potty break. But anyhow, last New Year's Eve, 2019, we chose a word for the up and coming year for 2020, and that word was blessings.
We've had a lot of them.
And since we chose that word for 2020, we believed it, we claimed it, we said, we're going to get blessings this year. It's going to be a good year. And even though, again, the trickiness of what 2020 has thrown at us,
We had a good year though.
we had a good
A
year.
phenomenal year.
We had a very blessed year. And some of those blessings were kids helping friends and neighbours, egg and plant sales.
Yeah.
More-
Got good egg and plant sales.
Yeah, we did. More baby goats. That's the best one. You can never have too many goats. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, it depends on who's feeding them.
You can still never have too many goats. What else? Growing our little farm. It's expanded even during a pandemic. So that was a blessing. Only a little bit, but again, baby steps. Little things build up to big things. Being prepared.
Yeah.
And actually, for us, being prepared for a pandemic unknowingly. Now, we're not preppers at all.
We couldn't be prepped.
We're not prepared enough. But the reason back in 2018 we started this journey of growing our little farm was, well, it was something that was placed in our hearts as kids, and then something we discussed together that we wanted to do. Then you end up with 6, and then you added another one, 7 children in 2018. You need to get that grocery bill down. So,
Oh, yeah.
so all those little things actually played a part in getting us prepared for what 2020 threw us, this pandemic. And we didn't know that was coming, and we really feel that God prepared us and kept us safe and blessed us, and we were okay. We weren't going without
They were doing
anything.
just fine.
Yeah, we were doing good.
Yeah.
Getting new calves.
Yeah. Got calves.
That's a good one.
tractor.
Oh yeah, you getting your tractor. Progress on the house.
Mhm.
And at times that can feel a little slow, but when you really look back, we are getting it. No, we are doing
Yeah,
good.
but
we're doing
feels
it.
slow. Especially the person doing the work. It feels slow.
Growing our faith. When you're put in a bind or a situation and you're not quite sure what to do, the first thing we've done is gone to God. And I really feel that our relationship with God and our faith has grown, because again, so much good can come out of bad situations, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time, even if you think there's never going to be a way out, there is. And I know being patient really sucks, but
and it's not your strong
it's
point.
not easy, but I'm thankful that our faith has grown over the years. I really am. Cuddling chickens and goats.
I don't cuddle chickens.
But you cuddle goats.
Well, they don't
you.
give you an option.
Oh.
They attack you.
We had a great growing season in our veggie garden.
We did have a good season. Except for potatoes. But nobody had a good potato
No,
season.
everyone we spoke to didn't have a good potato
We
season.
planted like 3 times more potatoes than what we got. I mean, that's just digging dirt.
It keeps you healthy though. Again, take the positive from it, huh?
Yeah, I built muscle.
Playing in the leaves. The kids like that. Food. That was Sean's favourite.
Oh, yeah.
So guys, what I want you to do is, in the comments below, tell us some of the ways that you've been blessed or encouraged during 2020. And I know for those of you that have had it really difficult, that could be tricky, but I'm sure there's some blessings there and encouragement somewhere. So we want to hear those. We want to hear how you've been blessed and encouraged this past year, or how you've blessed and encouraged somebody else, a friend, a neighbour, even a stranger, you know. So let us know in the comments below, because let's be an encouragement to each other. Let's stay positive. Now here we are in 2021.
Yep.
We're in a new year.
Made it.
We made it.
Here.
Woohoo! High five them. We did it. We're still here. Sorry. And the word we've chosen for this year is positivity. We just really believe that this year is going to bring a lot of positive things, positive outcomes, positive changes. And again, we don't know what that's going to be, but we're believing.
We'll just wait and see.
We're claiming it, and we're trusting that it's going to be a positive year.
You can work more on your patience.
So keep lifting each other up, guys, and lend that helping hand wherever it's needed, and keep smiling even under the masks. Or I'm tempted to draw a smiley face on my mask because I like smiling. Smiling.
Damn.
So here's to trusting God, a year of positivity, and onwards and upwards.
Yep.
So happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year.
Hope you have a good one.
Good luck. I'm out.
See, if I didn't love you, I'd have spat it on you.
Yeah. It's cold up here, woman.
Freezing off your giblets.